What's up, y'all? This is KL, this Cash Time, this kind of God, and right now we are at Swave, and welcome to you and the entire Captech family. Let's get it.
Where are we right now?
We are at Swave, my very first retail space that we've actually had open for about a year now in Rosebank, Johannesburg. And yeah, I mean, we do pretty much a bit of everything. We have sneakers, we have clothes, we have a juice bar, and we have a sneaker laundry and all kinds of things.
What is your favorite item in the store?
Favorite item in the store, we have ice cream. Proudly South African, homemade, might even be competing with some of the, the luxury brands out there. But I'll let you tell it. Come to the store and give it a try.
You have built a successful career. How has convenience played a role?
Convenience is everything. We have things like, online banking, for instance, like the bank that I personally use, which is Captech. With the app, you are able to transact as you need. I remember back in the day when we started out, when you have a booking in Durban, for instance, you literally needed to land there and get the money from the promoter. Sometimes you might get scammed but before I even leave the house, the money is already in my account. I can actually have proof right there on my phone before I even get on the plane. So little things like that are quite pivotal just in terms of functionality today.
How does it feel to be celebrating a 10-year anniversary for Skanda Republic?
Well, happy 10-year anniversary to the Captech app for starters, but it's also another 10-year anniversary for my debut album, Skanda Republic, which came out in 2014. And if you don't know what album that is, it's the one that obviously brought you the likes of Skanda Love and the seminal, Karakaras and all those kind of things. And I think it's considered one of hip-hop's, greatest, classics, if you might say so. So we'll be celebrating that in the next coming months. And like I said, we do a bit of everything here at Swave. So we're gonna move on to the next part of the store, show you what we're doing. Let's get it.
What are the highlights from that era for you?
2014, I think it's peak urban culture, bro. So many great moments just captured within just that period. I think it's probably also regarded as the golden era for SA hip hop. Karakara was the first hip hop video to hit 1 million views. It became the first hip hop song to win Record of the Year in SA ever. I remember the emergence of Ricky and OK Malum Cool Cat with, the entire thing that they were doing, AKA top of his game, Casper top of his game. Yeah, it was a beautiful time in culture.
What do you remember about working with AKA?
I just remember getting a call from him saying, yo, I think I'm ready for us to get on a record together. Because we had, there was a conversation, leading up to those moments. It was basically almost like a friendly challenge to say, yo, so I think it's time to go. Let's dance type thing, you know what I mean? It was such a beautiful, just the synergy in the studio when we created the record. Because I think we wrapped up the session probably at like 2 in the morning. Around 10 the next day, he calls me, he's like, yo, so you went a little too crazy with the verse there, and just giving me my flowers, out the gate before the song even came out type of thing, So he was that type of guy. As much as, the competitive spirit was there, but he also knew how to congratulate and just like give respect where it's due at the same time. So I miss that about him.
What can you tell us about the title of your new album?
The title of my album is I Think You Spoke Too Soon, and it's so much to unpack around the title itself and just conceptually, but yeah, I mean, if I get into that, it's probably gonna take the entire day, so I suggest we get a little comfortable, you feel me? Follow me. Yeah, so the story behind the album title, I Think You Spoke Too Soon, is it's multifaceted, you know, just from a perspective standpoint. There's a lot that, as far as just like the conversation about goats and all these other things, and respectfully, other people might have been crowned, or I also might have been crowned in my own way. But I think I still have a whole other layer or like some gems to unpack to the game, and I think you might want to reconsider. Just like if you sent me one bouquet before this, I need 10 more after the album.
Which track on this album means the most to you?
There's a song called Show Me, which is very introspective in terms of what we go through on a daily basis as people. And there's another song called Long Time. Long Time is basically a record that is just, I'm like, hold up, before anyone gives me their flowers, let me take a moment to actually give myself flowers and just detail my own personal journey and how actually I've managed to go against the odds and surf the wave just like to the last drop. And here I am, not only surfing the wave, but also sparking another wave and doing all kinds of things. And it's a beautiful position to be at.
Which track will surprise the fans the most?
By default, the one that people are probably gonna be looking out for the most is the last record that AKA and myself did. And unfortunately, this was a verse that he recorded for me 2-3 days just before his passing. So could technically be the last piece of recording that he did. And that record is finally coming out on the album. It's track 3. I'm excited for people and just, you know, his fans to hear that.
How do you feel about being an entrepreneur, and how do you find balance?
We try to do so many things. Being a jack of all trades sometimes is a difficult thing to pull off, but we try our best. And speaking of, might as well just go to the actual office space where all the decisions are made. So follow me. Being a business owner and just being a leader, period, it's a trait that I picked up from my dad as far as like just like leadership skills are concerned. It comes with a lot of responsibilities, but you just need to be checked up for it mentally, emotionally, and otherwise. You know, just being as someone who has mental fortitude and strength and has leadership skills, you need to steer the ship, you know, the direction that it's supposed to go. So just like those little things, and knowing that you're actually responsible for other people's livelihood, and you are the reason, or part of the reason how they feed their families. You know, it's quite a tall task.
What is the inspiration behind Swave?
So the clothing brand behind everything that we do is World, right? And we've had the opportunity to have the range available countrywide through Studio 88 because it was started in partnership with them. And then with that experience and how the brand has performed in the streets, we also felt the need to actually maybe also just create our own retail space, which ended up being SWAVE. Now, SWAVE, the name itself, is almost kind of like an acronym. SWAVE, Skanderwald Avenue. That's basically what it is. And being blessed to have such a wide reach is crazy. So as a result, it inspired me to also, just like when I was creating product that I can pitch to that very same audience, it needed to almost kind of cover a similar range. So that's why we also have kids as well over here.
Is there a secret to success you're willing to share?
Consistency is everything. The undying spirit of being willing to show up, whether come rain or shine, is the most important thing.
What does the future hold?
Yeah, so I want to tell you guys more about some of my international travels and endeavors. And speaking of, I'm wearing an international brand right now, and actually want to show you guys a couple more pieces. So let's go try some of these things out, man. Welcome to SWAVE. The next travel overseas is looking like China in November. I'm gonna be there for a week for a show, and then I'm just gonna do some tourist stuff.
Who's your dream international collaboration?
Internationally, there are a couple of people that I've already done stuff with, you know, especially within the African continent. Now it's just me also just trying to see who I can get out there, maybe from like, you know, Europe or, you know, from the States side. So we're working on that.
How do you stay relevant to the fans?
For me, what helps me is the fact that I operate from a fan first, artist second. So it allows me to, in me being a consumer, to actually also learn new things and learn new trends and things of that nature, that allows for me to, it allows that to influence the next move that I make, because now I know, okay, cool, so there's a song like this that's actually making the waves, and it's Amapiano, it's Afrobeats or XYZ. And then when you see me coming out with an Afrobeat song, it's purely because I'm actually aware of what's going on within the landscape.
How does Captech simplify your life?
As far as the stuff that Captech has assisted me with, I mean, personally with the app, you know what I mean, transacting and some of the benefits that come with the type of account that I have over there. And then obviously also on the business side of things, you know, I love the fact that they also now have their own speed points, and that's what we use at SWAVE. And yeah, some of the benefits that come with that are pretty dope as well.
How do you stay grounded despite everything going on?
You need prayer, man. You need prayer, you need God or a higher being, you know what I mean, that you look up to for just divine intervention, because tomorrow's not promised, you know what I mean?
What is one thing people don't know about you?
I mean, one of the things I'd say people don't know about me is, I mean, yes, cool, I'm a creative, and a lot of stuff that you see, the design and the fittings that were done in here with myself and Sulu, my business partner. So everything that you're seeing, you know, top to bottom, we, that's the reason why we have our own renovation and construction company, because we sort of kind of have a creative eye for that. But also, what people might not know is I love gardening.
If you could listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Say maybe two. Lauryn Hill, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, obviously that's a classic. Another one would be Mobb Deep, the infamous. Yeah, those are the two albums that I listen to any day. Let's check out this juice bar, man. Now that we are at the juice bar at SWAVE, what else you guys want to know?
Would you recommend Captech as a banking partner to other businesses?
As far as the very innovative POS system that Captech has actually, you know, allowed us to use in the store. As a matter of fact, some of the benefits, for instance, for any other business owner out there, you want to keep as much profit as you possibly can what you take home. So the fact that the commission fees are very low, as far as like charges per transaction, is absolutely a plus. And that's why we have the facility right here, and we get to enjoy everything that comes with that.
What's your biggest goal for 2024?
Is having the best hip-hop album to come out this year. As a matter of fact, across all genres, you know what I mean? I want to add to a fleet of just stellar outings as far as like all the projects that I've put out is concerned.
What advice would you give aspiring artists?
Number one, authenticity. It's being true to where you come from and what you stand for. And also the world, or the game, as a matter of fact, only rewards consistency. Make sure that you perform at a high level whenever you're given the opportunity, because you could literally be encountering your first set of fans every other day. When the camera is on you, there's someone new that you get a chance to pitch yourself to, and you always want to get a new supporter all the time in everything that you do.
How does Captech help clients bank easily and save on fees?
It's pretty easy. You can literally, just by virtue of the app being on your phone, you can bank anywhere in the world. Fees are very low, and yes, crazy benefits over there.
What is Captech's slogan?
The slogan for Captech is bank better, live better.
Do you know how many clients Captech has?
If I remember correctly, 22 million.
Any last words for the fans?
I just want to say, first of all, thank you to Captech for being behind me and everything that I've done, just as a man and as a business person, in culture and in space. And thank you for affording me the voice. And to all the fans out there, believe in the dream, and just know that nothing in this world is impossible. As long as you put God first, you're gonna be straight.
Could you sign some merch for us to give away to a lucky fan?
For sure. By the way, if you don't know, this is actually part of the new summer range. It's kind of world. You can get this obviously at Swave. You can buy this online, and you can also get it at Studio 88 across the country. So bless up. Thank you for having me, man. You already know. It's kind of God.